Okay, so I wanted to do a little demo. I don't rarely do gear demos, but um, this pedal I've had for quite a while now, probably over a year. It's been really great, and I think it's got a couple of things that I've not seen in many other pedals. And uh, I just wanted to make a short demo of it. And the first thing that I want to say is this is a Rodenberg, I hope I'm saying it right, GAS 828 Overdrive, and it's made by a guy in Germany who I contacted about certain um, the way the pedal switches between the two different sides. And basically, it's pretty obvious this is two tube screamers, or along the lines of two tube screamers with modifications. But first of all, even before I start the demo, I want to show you how this actually works. So the first, you will have either the first or second, or the right or left side of the pedal, and you can stack them. Then you might have the bolt. So you have these 5 switches here at the bottom. You have the bolt setting, in which you actually alternate the two, which is quite cool. And then you have the bolt and go together. So you have the rhythm, let's just call it the rhythm of the right side, and then you momentarily switch the left side on, which is quite cool. And obviously you can always still switch them off, on and off individually. But let's start with the stacking. And I've got to say, it sounds actually quite fat. It's not just a tube screamer. And the other 2 switches at the bottom add or remove the bass. The tube screamer tends to have that bass cut. So when the switch is on, you see now there's a little light. When the switch is on, there's a light on the switch itself. When the switch is on, you have more bass. So actually, to be honest, the bass is untouched, is more transparent. Let's just put it that way. So you have it on both sides. And this is called 909, and it basically doubles the amount of gain you have. The 909 doubles the amount of gain that you have on the left side. So, but because obviously you can either stack or alternate the 2 pedals, you can do different things. And sometimes I actually keep the gain quite low on this side, and I just use this side to push the volume up on this, obviously, because the direction of the signal is this. So you know when you stack them, so this pedal, say it's in bolt, and you it's in stacking mode, and you push this side, you can turn the volume up, and it will still, sometimes these pedals, when you have this side engaged, it doesn't matter how loud the right side is, the gain, the volume will never go up. With this, doesn't work that way. Actually, it will keep, unless the gain is like maxed out. Obviously, you have a lot of compression. You can still have a solo setting by turning on the right side at a higher volume. I hope that makes sense, so to speak. But yeah, let's go through some sounds. Let's just go on the right side. I'm playing a Stratocaster on in a tube amp is a Morgan RCA35. It's kind of like a Fender-ish type amp. It's like a Bassman. So this is my clean sound. So let's start from everything kind of flat. As obviously just the usual controls, just the three. And there's the usual amount of gain. Obviously the drive all the way down to 0 is not really clean. And then, just like in a tube screamer, there's a decent amount of gain, but it's not crazy. it's, you know, it's a decent workable amount of gain. So the left side is exactly the same, but because of the 909, I can double up the amount of gain. So yeah, the only thing that I found a bit, but I think the new version has a slightly different type of knob here. The only thing that I found a bit tricky was to, you know, get that dial in the right volume when you're like this. So I think when I'm standing up, it's easier if you can literally push like this, you know, hold it down with your finger. But and as I said, you know, the cool thing is that you can either stack or alternate. So let's start by stacking, and let's keep the volume, you know, the drives are quite low. I found this to be quite a cool sound. And especially if you have both bass and gaze. And that's it. So that's it. So that's the Rodenberg GAS 828 overdrive. Yeah, very useful pedal.